All right, y'all, we're on page 120 of your prayer books if you want to follow along. Ooh, that's a clever technique.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Oh. Shabbat shalom, everyone. It's good to see you.
Shabbat shalom. All right, y'all. We're on page 128. At one point, Ross is going to come up here and help us sing some of the melodies. But Laura, waiting for him. We're on Hine Ma Tov, the very top. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achiot gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achiot gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achiot gam yachad. Okay, L'charodia, 138. Ross, you got a melody in mind for this one?
Oh, of course.
Okay, what paragraphs?
Well, how about 1, 2, 5, and 9?
And I imagine we arrive at paragraph 9, we're all going to rise.
We are.
And greet
at least
the
I hope so.
Shabbat bride looking towards the entrance.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Ishmi'anu elam yuchad Adonai echad ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולי תהילה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקום ברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה מחשבה תחילה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please rise.
בואי ושלום עטרת פעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Thank you all. May be seated. We're now moving to Shalom Alechem on page 142 of your prayer books.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Noachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Now turn the page to 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא יברח עדותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי et chol beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Karim, V'imru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Le'ol Me'olmaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudesha B'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'olma, v'yimeru, amen.
Turn to 146 for the Barchum, and I invite you to rise when you arrive there.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMavorach. Baruch Adonai HaMavorach le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated. You got any melodies from Ma'ariv Aravim?
Yeah.
All right, we're moving to page 148 from Ma'ariv
Yeah,
Aravim.
it's part of it anyway.
I think it's definitely enough.
Okay, come on, I can't get the page. That works. Let's pick up here. Up here you go.
Okay, we're moving to which line?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines from the bottom, 6 lines from the bottom. Starting with Umavir Yom.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim.
Now turn the page to Ahavat Olam. Testing your knowledge here.
Testing my knowledge. Okay.
Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shachbeinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu, u'vahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu, u'vahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu, u'vahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu, u'vahem negei yomam v'layla. V'avatecha tasir mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
We now turn to the Shema on page 152.
I know that.
Good.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לתותחות בין עיניך, וחלקתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Let's read the English together on top of page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go is eternally Egypt. There's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Michamocha on 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי יפאר אדוני את יעקב, ובעלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני קהל ישראל.
Now moving to the Hashkivenu, 160. You reading? You think you got one for Hashkivenu?
Just for the end.
Okay, so we're in the last few lines.
At the indent down there.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Moving to the V'shamru on top of page 162.
We'll do your favorite now.
Yeah.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We now move into the Amidah on page 164, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with us. Now continue silently until page 180. You may be seated whenever you like. Right back.
Ose shalom imramav, huyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, imru, amen. Ose shalom imramav, huyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Well, I'm excited to invite Gordon up here to offer our Devar Torah this evening.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom. When I pray to God, and when I study Torah, when I pray, I speak to God. When I study Torah, God speaks to me. Rabbi Louis Finkelstein. A summary of Parsha Korach, the first documented biblical populist revolt. We read in Parsha Korach that the Israelites are not happy with Moses and Aaron's leadership. Their cousin Korach leads a populist revolt. He challenges their relationship with both God and their leadership of the Israelites. Judaism encourages debate. This parsha contrasts between healthy, vigorous debate for the sake of heaven, in search for truth, versus unhealthy, destructive debate, which often seeks individual victory and often leads to violent dissent, division, and disgrace. The 12 tribes had fled from Egypt. In their wanderings in the wilderness, they had faced hunger, thirst, powerful enemies, diseases, and a mystifying God who kills as well as saves. Most of them had been condemned by that God to die in the wilderness. Many do not understand or mistrust Moses' God-given religious directives. Some suspect that these guides empower and benefit Moses and Aaron. They are fearful and unhappy. This creates the ideal medium for a pathological growth for a would-be populist leader. The Honorable Rabbi Jonathan Sachs speaks as, quote, populism is the politics of anger. It makes its appearance when there is widespread discontent with political leaders, when people feel that their heads of institutions are working in their own interest. People come to feel that the distribution of rewards is unfair. There is also a feeling that their country that they once knew has been taken away from them. Discontent takes the form of the rejection of the current political and cultural elites. Populist politicians claim that they, and they alone, are the true voice of the people. Populists stir up resentment against the establishment. They are deliberately divisive and confrontational. They promise strong leadership that will give the people back what has been taken away from them, close quote. Now, Korach and his followers accuse Moses and Aaron of taking power and prestige for themselves at the expense of the community. Moses first tries to make peace with Korach and then his followers. This fails. He warns the rebels that the Lord will make his presence known by how God kills the rebels. Then God opens the earth and swallows Korach and his followers. A quick and definitive condemnation of demagogic populism and the support of the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Such solutions are not so readily available today. Our tradition welcomes and encourages arguments for justice, truth, and mercy, beginning with Abraham arguing with God about the destruction of the innocent, continuing with the prophets denouncing false prophets and hypocrites, as well as dangerous challenges of the sins of Jewish kings. In the post-temple period, the Talmud is replete with disputes across generations of scholars. In the more modern day, Jewish concepts of social justice, dignity of all men, and eventually women, are the bedrock of Americans seeking a, quote, more perfect union. Jews in disproportionate numbers joined in our country's civil rights movement. Joel Springman helped found and lead the NAACP. Rabbi Joshua Heschel marked arm in arm with Martin Luther King in Selma, Alabama. Two Jewish fraternity brothers risked going down to Mississippi in support of Freedom Summer. They were brutally murdered for their efforts. Those efforts, however, sparked a reluctant country to pass the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Speaking truth to power is not without danger, but few memorable Jewish leaders in our history have not faced such a challenge. This God-wrestling struggle is embedded within Judaism. As we study history and current events, how can we separate those leaders who speak for the sake of heaven versus those who seek power by division and fear? Jews, like the universe, evolve with time. The universes over time are born, expand, contract, die, and are reborn. So do we, at a somewhat faster pace. Our perspective develops from that of an infant, a b'nai mitzvot, a parent, an elder, and so forth, not only in our lifetime, but from generation to generation, continually enriching the rich, multifaceted development of Judaism. Rabbi Bradley Artson, in his, quote, process theology, speaks of an evolving universe in Jews' changing relationship with God, a relationship that will continue to progress with our Jewish descendants. This is not our grandfather's God, nor that of our grandchildren. Judaism is a religion of a multi-generational community. So how do we ensure that we become followers of Moses and not of Korach? Rabbi Jonathan Sacks answers, if you seek to learn, grow, and pursue truth and find freedom, seek places that welcome argument and respect dissenting views. Stay far from people, places, and political parties that do not. Though they claim to be friends of the people, they are in fact the enemies of freedom. May we seek those leaders in this temple, this state, and this country who speak for the sake of heaven, and may we all say, Amen.
Thank you. Actually, I talked to Brad Artson about theology before. So good, yeah. Anyways, that's awesome. Okay, all right, y'all. We're now moving to our Misha Barak, which is on page 371 of your prayer books. In our own community, we're thinking about these people today. We're thinking about Ross. Frank Eriskin, Haley Goodstein, Alex Bortnick, Micah Purdy, Susan Mermelstein, Megan Crass, Care Clift, Deborah Meridian, Pat Victor, Denny Victor, Josie Lemire, Cindy Canal, Sandy Tigerian, Justin Ross, Elliot Revis, Diane Courtney, Ellen Wilt, LJ Horowitz, Naomi Gutstein, Eli Rosado, and Harav Yochanatan, Tzvi Ben Harav, Mordechai Beirut.
Mekor habracha l'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We now move to the Eleni, which I imagine, Ross, you're going to want to read page 586, right?
Well, that would be right.
Yeah, okay. So,
On the bottom of the page.
bottom of page 586, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with us. Continue silently until page 591.
כתוב בתורתך, ארוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר בהר אדוני, למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
We now move into the mourner's kosh, which you can find on page 598 of your prayer books. And in our own community, we are thinking about these yard sites this week: Barry Dushman, Esther Greenstein, Fred Mintz, Irving Nog, and Josie Rumack. If there's someone you're thinking about, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts. Zikronam livracha, and then maybe for a blessing. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'ilma divrach cherotev yamlik malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyamechon, uvchayeda chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarak la'olam u'lomei almaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yipromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemeda kudashah, barichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'almiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleni v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imro mav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleni v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. We learn great harmony and high, bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. You may be seated. Okay, just a few announcements, and just to honor what Roy says, you all are welcome here, and you all belong here. Biggest thing we got going on is after this, we have our Oneg, and then, so please join us for that. And then tomorrow, we are marching in Pride. So if you want to march with our community, we will have a banner, we have a spot. We are right there we'll start right there at F and 7th Street. The organizers want us to start at 11:30, so if you can get there by 11:15, that would be great. And we have a table afterwards too, so we'll be there for the Pride Festival on top of that. So we are well represented at this event tomorrow. So please come and support Pride. Okay. Besides that, what else we got going on? We got our weekday programming, right? So we got our morning minion on Wednesday at 8:30 on our Zoom room, and morning minion on Thursday at 8:30 right here in the building with kava pancakes after that. And then what else we got going on? Yep, board meeting every third. Thank you. Anyone's invited to come. Starts at 7. Yep, and we also Zoom it too. You can see it over Zoom. Yep. Anything else? Camping trip. Anyone remember the dates of the camping trip, perchance? I think right here we got 24th to 27th is okay. Yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. Still Future Shabbat on July 11th. It's going to be extra special. We're going to be honoring Rob's first yard site, and so it's going to be a meat potluck instead of a dairy potluck. So I'll send an announcement out to the community to tell them and remind them. But we're going to have a special sort of yard site for Rob. Yeah, we'll bring, right, so there'll be a barbecue, we'll be barbecuing some Hebrew nationals, and so please come for that, and we're gonna honor Rob while we're there. So anyways, more information about that forthcoming. So we've got that coming up July 11th, and the next day, July 12th, is Underground Pride, which will be at the fairgrounds, and we have a table for that as well, and we have a fundraiser for that on top of that, so we can be a good contributor to that program. So yeah, it'll be at the fairgrounds. Yeah. It's actually really bizarre to go to the fairgrounds not during the fair. It's very surreal. But yeah, that's where it'll be. So, yeah. Okay. Any other programming that I'm forgetting? All right. I think we did it. You have a closing melody that you wanna offer, Ross?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We do Adon Alone on 625.
All right, 625.
Sure.
Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra v'heknaso v'chefzo kol azai melech shemo nikra v'acharei kichlot hakol levado imloch nora v'hu Beli Reshit, Beli Tachlit, Velo Ha'oz, V'Hamishra, V'hu Eli, V'hu Roli, V'tzur Nevli, B'Tzara, V'hu Nisi, Umanosli, Menat Kosi, B'Yom Ekra, B'Yado, Beit Ishan ve'ayira Shalom Yira.
Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Shabbat Shalom.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you're able to hear. Thank you. So amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.